Hello viewers, we are talking on life skills for graduate course on Swayam MOOCs. We talking on the module 2 self-awareness, lecture 4 importance of self-awareness. Basically in this lecture we will be talking on self-awareness for the graduates. We will be emphasizing on various types of self-awareness which are required for a graduate. As we already know, self-awareness is the consciousness of knowledge of one's characters, feelings, motives and desires. It is an essential skill that greatly benefits an individual as they are able to move on to in their life situations, and basically for graduates it helps them to navigate in the academic and co-academic spheres. It helps them to understand their strengths, limitations, goals and values, and aiding them in both personal and professional growth. Here we will look that why a self-awareness is indispensable for a young learner or a graduate and how it can enhance his or her success in academic and co-academics. We'll be looking at one by one. First of all, we'll be saying how self-awareness is important in academic studying. Understanding academic strengths and weaknesses, it helps us in a way that we prioritize time, identified our urgent and important goals, set realistic expectations and seek resource and support. If you see one by one, self-awareness enables graduate to objectively evaluate their academic skills and identify the areas where they can excel or they need to improve. This insight is invaluable as it helps them to prioritize their time effectively by dedicating more focus to subject or skills that need to be strengthening and be confident with the skills or the subject which they already have. It helps them to identify what is urgent and what is important. You can use framework like Eisenhower matrix, the ABCA method or the Pareto principle to prioritize the task. The example of Eisenhower matrix is that it is a time management tool that helps one to prioritize tasks by urgency and importance. It is also known as Eisenhower box, the urgent importance matrix or the time management matrix. To use this matrix, you have to draw a 4 square box, label x-axis urgent and not urgent and label y-axis as important and not important, and then categorize your task in these 4 quadrants, and then automatically you will get which is urgent and important, which is not urgent but important, then also you will get not urgent and not important. Therefore, by seeing in these quadrants, you can take the priority of the task which you have to do as urgent and important, and you can keep that task which you have set not urgent and not important at a later scale. So then you will be able to identify which thing you have to do first and which thing you have to do later on. Similarly, we have the ABCDE method or the Pareto method of prioritizing tasks. Any of these methods can be used, and also we can be using intuitive method for identifying the tasks which we have to do. We should always set realistic goals because they align with our abilities, and ensuring that these goals are as per the plan which we follow and they are sustainable. That is very important. See, whatever goal you set, if it is just a firecracker goal, then it will not be effective in your life. So you have to set a goal which is sustainable, which will be there with your long-term objectives in life. So always set goals which are sustainable and long-term. Short-term goals are steps towards reaching these long-term goals. Seek resources and support which is required because you might not be skilled or not be expert of all things. There are your seniors, there are your peers, there are your mentors who are there to help you in the academic setting and gain experiences which are there. For example, a graduate with self-aware mindset might notice that while they are skilled in analytical thinking, they struggle with public speaking. This realization can lead them to seek communication workshops, join discussion clubs, enhance skill that might otherwise be barrier in their future career. So that we have to keep in mind. Next, self-awareness is required for young graduates in managing academic stress. Academic environment can be stressful with deadlines, exams, and high expectation. Self-awareness allows graduates to recognize their stress triggers and adopt strategies to manage them. By acknowledging stressors, they can develop personalized coping strategies such as time management techniques or relaxation exercise, or do certain things to lessen their academic pressures. They can practice mindfulness, stay focused, grounded, thereby reducing anxiety before exams and presentation. They can understand or take helps from others. They can take breaks. They can avoid burnout by actually spending times with friends or in good situations, or actually going out for a vacation, which can be very important for them to take a balance on it. So these balanced time frame, these balanced interventions actually help an individual to develop well and to be self-aware, and thereby do things more effectively and efficiently. Self-awareness in cultivating growth mindset is very important because it helps us to preserve through difficult task or situation. It is there when, because if we have a growth mindset, a belief and ability that can help us through effort and perseverance, graduate who embrace this perspective view challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. This mindset helps them academically and also going beyond that in their day-to-day life. How we can have growth mindset? We can preserve through difficult course or task, knowing what effort it will yield or improvement over time which can be done. Seek feedback constructively, use it to enhance the knowledge or skill. Approach failure as learning experiences, and ultimately foster resilience and adaptability, which we have been again and again emphasizing for development of self-awareness. For instance, a graduate who receives low grade in an assignment may use self-awareness to assess the reason behind it and take steps to improve it. Rather than seeing the grade as a fixed judgment, it can always give him motivation to excel further and to do things in a better way in future. So always learn from your failures, take them as stepping stones to the success which have to come further. Self-awareness can also help us to develop ethical and professional values, because self-awareness fosters a strong sense of personal and professional ethics, which is crucial as graduate or young individual transition from academic to professional environment. By reflecting on their values, graduate can develop clear ethical compass guiding their actions and decisions. This is essential for building a reputation for integrity, traits that are highly valued in both academic and professional setting. Integrity and reliability are very important anywhere in one's life. It helps us to align both personal values and professional standards together and perform in a better way, in a more effective way, establish boundaries and maintain balance, which prevents ethical compromises and support a long-term career growth. A graduate, for example, entering the workforce may face situations where the integrity is tested. With a solid understanding of their values, they can make decisions that reflect their ethical standards and thereby earning respect of colleagues and supervisor. So that is important how you have to see this and foster with this. After developing ethical professional values, we have to adopt to the career landscape which is there in front of us. So how self-awareness helps in adoption of evolving career, that is very important. Self-awareness allows graduate to adapt to changes in the field and make career adjustment necessary. The professional world is dynamic with new challenges and opportunities emerging constantly. Graduate with high self-awareness are better equipped recognizing the shifts in their career goals which are there, and therefore their interests and career transition are very important. Since they are continuously learning, therefore they are able to take proactive interest in their career requirement. They assess their present career path and align it to the evolving skills and goals, embracing continuous learning and seeking opportunities to acquire new skills or explore different career paths. And then we can have the example of a graduate who is taking off the data analysis skills and how he is developing the skills continuously and regularly. Also, when we said that self-awareness is important, while we have to develop certain other aspects of our life, that if we have to have enhanced co-academic engagement, then also self-effectiveness is important. So graduates who are self-aware are better poised to practice meaningfully in co-academic activities like sports, clubs, student organization. These experiences are not only enriching but also help to develop soft skills like teamwork, leadership, and communication. By knowing their interests and values, graduates can select activities that align with their passion, fostering a greater sense of engagement and satisfaction. Recognizing how these activities are complement to their academic pursuits, overall growth, offering balanced holistic education, how these activities contribute to co-academic programs in the way that they reflects their personal strength and abilities. So while we are talking of this, it can see that how the self-awareness can cultivate professional development, personal development, interpersonal relationship, ethical values, can evolve career choices, can help in having effective growth mindset. This all set can be there. And while we are talking of this, we can say that self-awareness is cornerstone for success and well-being. It provides graduate with the tools to excel academically, thrive in co-academic pursuit, grow professionally. By fostering an honest understanding of their strengths and weaknesses, the graduates are prepared to navigate in the complexities of academic and professional world. They can have meaningful goals, build positive relationships, adapt to changes, ensure both personal and professional career satisfaction. Self-awareness is therefore not only tool for individual growth but also a vital asset for creating a balanced and fruitful life, making an essential skill for an individual of today. A young graduate who is entering into the world today should know what are his strengths and weaknesses and should be able to manage them accordingly with the changes in requirement, thereby becoming more adaptable. This will help him to excel both his in academic as well as professional pursuits in the times to come. We need to learn this, we need to cultivate it, and we need to foster it for long-term sustainable goals of development. Thank you for listening to us very patiently and effectively.